morning, everybody. You're welcome to today's session. We are going to be looking at the law of consistency, environment, and design. Welcome, each and every one of you. I'm so happy and excited to be on this growth journey with you. So let's ride the boats. Okay. We all know that motivation is what gets us going. Motivation gets us going, but discipline keeps us growing. Discipline keeps us growing. So the hallmark of excellence, the test of greatness, all lies in consistency. The hallmark of excellence and the test of greatness lies in consistency. If you want to be more disciplined and consistent in your performance, that means you need to be more disciplined and consistent in your growth. For you to be more disciplined and consistent in your performance, you need to be more disciplined and consistent in your growth. How? By knowing your worth, your how, your why, and your when. These are the 4 vital questions you need to ask yourself day in, day out. Your how, your why, your worth, your when. Okay, so now let's take them one by one. Do you know what you need to do to improve? Do you know what you need to improve on? Do you know what you need to do to improve? You must develop yourself to be successful. Success lies in self. You must develop yourself to be successful. Your future is dependent upon your personal growth. Okay? Your future is very dependent upon your personal growth, and you know that when you expand yourself, you expand your options, you expand your opportunities, you expand your potentials. That's when you are growing. You expand your choices, you expand your options, you expand your opportunities, you expand your potentials. That is to show us that you are growing. Okay? So, and you know that for you to wake up every morning with determination that you have done well, that means you have to go to bed with satisfaction. And you know that you just cannot go to bed with satisfaction if you do not achieve your daily goal for that day. You have to go to bed with satisfaction day in, day out for you to wake up with determination to kick on to the next day's goal. It's very necessary. We have to put all this into consideration. Okay, so now the second question is, do you know how you are supposed to improve? Do you know how you are supposed to improve? Most of us don't know how we are supposed to improve, to grow. Most people need knowledge, experience, and coaching. Most people need knowledge, experience, and coaching for us to grow. And most of us don't even take advantage of that. We don't take advantage of that. Let's try to match our motivation to our personalities. We all have different personalities, and the way we get motivated actually differs from each other. Okay, we know we have the sanguine, we have the choleric, we have the melancholy, and we have the phlegmatic. Okay, now for the phleg, which are the phlegmatics, they are very easygoing, they are likable, they are likable and easygoing, but one of their weaknesses is inertia. They find it difficult to take the first step. And yes, even though they find it difficult to take the first step, they are very, very tenacious when they understand what they are doing. So the best way for them to get yourself motivated, that's for the phlegmatic. Now the best way for you to get yourself motivated is for you to find value in what you need to do. Just find value in that thing that you find difficult doing. Find value in it, and you see, once you find value in it, you become one of the most tenacious people, because the phlegmatics are very stubborn in attaining of goal and achieving their targets. Okay, they are very stubborn. They want to die hard. They want to make sure they get what they want. So for them to get that, they need to find value in what they are doing, or that's how to get motivated. Okay, so the second personality we have here is choleric. Choleric, they always like taking charge. They take charge easily, and they love making decisions. And one of the weaknesses of choleric is that when they are not in charge, they don't participate. Not that they won't follow, they will follow, but they won't participate. they'll be following you, but they won't participate, because one of their personality is that they love taking charge and they love making decisions. So one way for them to motivate themselves is just for them to find a way to get interested in what they are doing. Just find a way to get interested in tap into that internal motivation. Let that thing be internally. Let it come from the inside. Let them get motivated from the inside. Tap into the internal motivation and focus on their choice. Let them also focus on the choice of what they do. If they don't like things, they hardly follow. If they don't buy into the idea, they hardly follow, except when you now make them in charge. That is when they bring out the best part of them. And for the sanguine are these fun-loving people, lively people. They're just everywhere. One of their weaknesses is that they lack focus. The sanguine lack focus because once he's trying to focus, yes, another activity is on the decks, and he or she gets distracted and is off. He leaves the other activities and jump into the next one. So the sanguine lacks focus. One way to get him or herself motivated is just to try to tip yourself or pay yourself or reward yourself. Just tell yourself, when I get this done, I get myself the latest model of Ford 2019 model or 2020 model. You see yourself you just get on the job quickly without being told. Okay, so the easiest way for sanguine to get the work going or to get motivated is just for them to tip themselves or get themselves some reward. Okay, then for the melancholies, they are very detailed to attention, and they love analyzing issues, analyzing things before they delve into it. Okay, one of their weaknesses is that they are afraid of mistake. They're afraid of making that first step because of mistake. They want to take their time to analyze situations, to analyze things first before they delve into it. Okay, so hope you're following. So let's start getting motivated depending on our potential or our individual potentials. Okay, then for the third question, other part of the how. Other part of the how is the word. The other part of the word is, can we start with the simple stuff? Yes, let's start with the simple stuff. The secret of building a motivational momentum is not just to start with one big project. Can we make it simple? Start with the simple stuff. Small discipline repeatedly with consistency every day leads you to great achievements gained slowly over time. Another word is just be patient. Can you be patient? Because all things were first of all difficult before they became easy. Most people don't even realize how close they are to their achieving significant things or significant progress because they just give up too soon. And everything in life is actually worthwhile. Everything in life in life also takes time and dedication. Everything in life is worthwhile, and everything worthwhile in life actually takes time and dedication. So we need to be patient. Then let's value the process. Can we value the process of our growth? Our growth has process. Anything we are going through now is just a process. Can we value that process, that journey? Let's value it, appreciate every time, every minute, every second, every day, week, month, year of it. Let's appreciate it. If you value today, trust me, you'll find a way to enjoy it. And you will invest in today, and the small steps you take today will also lead you to small steps you take someday. If you don't enjoy today, then you can't enjoy someday. So number 3 question is, do you know your why? Do you know why you need to keep improving? Most people don't know their why, and the why is what keeps us motivated long after that first rush of energy. Yes, I can do it, and enthusiasm wears off. It's just your why that keeps you on. Your why carries you along as far as possible enough. So think of why all the time. You can call it why power. What is your why power? There are some questions I highlighted that we need to answer. If we're able to answer this question, maybe 4 over 7 of these questions are yes, that means your why is not motivating you enough, or are not motivating you enough. Get yourself some why. Number 1 question is, do you constantly procrastinate any important task given to you? Do you constantly procrastinate tasks? Number 1. Number 2, do you require coercing? Coercing you or begging you to do small jobs, or your boss begging you to do small job, or your parents begging you to do small jobs at home? Number 3, do you perform duties just to get by? Do you do that work just to get by, just for that person to let me just do this job? Number 4, do you constantly talk negatively about your work, your business, your relationship, your career, everything? Do you constantly talk negative about them? Watch it. Number 5, do efforts of friends to encourage you irritate you rather? You have friends and families that are always around you. They want to help you to grow. They encourage you. They send you words of encouragement and all that, talks of positive thoughts, and it irritates you instead of encouraging you. That's bad enough. Number 6, do you start small business or project and abandon it thereafter? You don't seem to complete it. You have never completed any project at all. You just start off and abandon it halfway. Number 7, do you avoid self-improvement opportunities, seminar, training, and all that? Do you avoid them, or do you embrace them and still go for self-improvement? So if your answers to these questions are 4 over 7 of them are yes, then please get yourself another why. Your whys are not motivating enough. Get so many whys to push you to that your future, your dream future. Okay, now number 4, do you know when you are supposed to improve? Do you know when? Your when is now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next second, next minute, not next week, not next month, not next quarter or next year. Is now. Can you start now? Let the improvement start now. Life lived for tomorrow will always be just a day away from being realized. Life lived for tomorrow will always be a day away from being realized. What does that mean? You need today to be every day. You need today to be every day. If there is no today, there won't be every day. You can never change your life until you change something you do daily. That is why I'm always emphasizing on our daily plan, daily list and all that. Because discipline is actually the bridge between your goals and your accomplishment. That bridge must be crossed daily over time. It becomes a habit, and ultimately people do not decide their future. That is the truth. You cannot decide your future. You can only decide your habit, and your habit decide your future. That is why you have to make it a habit to do that daily. Your growth, plan your day daily. Your habit decides your future. You can only decide what you have the right to decide. You can decide your habits. Your habit is what decides your future. So change those habits. The ones you need to throw away, please do away with them. Because from the time you get up in the morning to the time you go to bed, your habits largely control your words, the words you say, the things you do, the way you react, and the way you respond. Your habits controls those things. So another thing I need to talk about is our environment is actually very vital. It plays a vital role in our self and personal development. If you develop habits of success, of course you will make success a habit. Success does not just become a habit. You develop the success as a habit. Okay, so what we do now actually control who we become. What we do now controls who we become and where we are in the future. We live and work in the present, not in the future. Okay, someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Don't make someone's opinion about you become your reality. Try to have your own reality. That is why you need to plan your life. That is why you need to design your life. When you take charge of your life, there is no longer need to ask permission of someone else or society at large. When you ask permission or when you have permission to live your life, that means you've given someone the veto power over your life. Don't do that. You are ultimately accountable for the choices you make in life. Not me. I'm not accountable for your own choices. You are accountable for your own choice. I'm accountable for my own choice. So it is not always comfortable, but it's always very profitable to associate with people larger than ourselves. Try to associate with people larger than you. Larger in here, quote, here means people of integrity, people who are positive minded, people who are always ahead of you, people who lift you up, people who are on the growing curve, who are always growing. They are always growing. They're on the growing curve. Let's move forward despite criticism, because growth comes taking action. Do you know? Growth comes when you take action. You can only grow when you take action. You don't grow when you're not taking action. Growth comes when you're taking action, and let me tell you, there is no way you will take action and you won't be criticized. It's not possible. Once you are taking action, you'll be criticized. To reach your potential, you must take action. And you do not only need to believe what others believe. One thing about life is that most times there are things that we don't believe that we can do, and yet we do those things. What's making us to do that? Our potential. We are stretching. You are doing something that others never believe you can do it. Even you don't even believe that you can do it, but yet you are doing it. That is growing. If you don't try to create your future, the future you want, of course you will endure any future you get. So try to create your future yourself. For us to, in designing our life, we need to design our life and have a strategy or system to run our life with. Okay? And for us to maximize our growth, we need to develop strategies. Develop strategies for your growth. You don't just design your own life plan. You don't design your own life plan. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are that someone will design your life plan for you and throw it at you, and you keep living someone else's life. You fall into someone else's plan. Trust me. Most people allow their lives to simply happen to them. They float along with whatsoever that comes to them. Life lesson. We have there are some life lessons that I need us to just put down. Number one is that life is very simple, but keeping it that simple is very difficult. That is it. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. Keeping life very simple is very difficult, despite what others might say. It's a matter of you knowing your values, making some key decisions based on those values, your values and principles that you have about yourself, or you have noted down about yourself, your values and principles. Make key decisions about them based on those values. Then you know how to manage those decisions on a day-to-day basis. Number two, try to design your life more importantly. Designing your life is more important than designing your career. When you try to design your career, in the long run, your life will be empty. So try designing your life, because trust me, if you plan your life well, your career will just find its way around to flow. I'm telling you, everything is about personal growth. Your career, business, just try to plan your life. Make sure you are growing. You find out that everything will just play along. That's the truth. If you don't believe you can succeed in life in the long run, you're not even likely to have any plan. People without plan never believe in themselves. They've not found who they are. They don't even know themselves. They don't trust themselves. They don't believe that they can go far. That is why they don't have plan. That is why they hardly can write anything down. So this is my plan. No strategy, no system, nothing. They're just living. Wake up in the morning, anything I see, I do. The next morning, I move again. No plan, no destination. Don't live for such life, for crying out loud. What kind of life is that? Planning your life is about finding yourself, for crying out loud, and knowing who you are. Have you found yourself? Do you know who you are? Do you know the potentials you've got within you? You don't know. Because you have not taken time to look into that. You've not taken time to look into yourself, to know the potential you have within you, and start harnessing them. Life is not actually a dress rehearsal. Most people come into life and they're like checking out. Let's check out how this goes. Let's check out how that goes. Let's check out how this is gonna work. If this is gonna work, no. Please, you live life once. Jump into it and start going. Give it your best shot from the very start. Don't test run. Don't try to test run anything. Give it your very short best shot and start running. So in planning your life, one key factor that I need us to notice when planning our life, let's try to multiply everything by 2. Try to multiply everything by 2. The most important thing in life is usually they take longer time than expected and they cost more. For example, you have a project and your budget for that project is $1,000. Please, can you plan for $2,000 to save yourself from trouble? You have a project of roofing your house and your plan is that it's going to take you 6 months. Can you plan for 2 and 1 year? Double it, multiply it by 2. It saves you from trouble. It saves you from trouble, and it puts realism into the optimism. After all, you are trying to be optimistic in seeing that yes, this works within this frame of time. But when you put realism into it, you are trying to multiply the time so that your optimism will be very sure. You will know that yes, this is what I plan and this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm going to achieve this result. So to develop strategy, we have to depend on system. We have to depend on system. So let's try to look into all this. Okay, let's try to look into all this. So thank you very much, and I so much appreciate you for your time. I appreciate you for coming out for us to learn in such a time like this, and I wish us a prosperous week ahead and an amazing week, more sales, so those into businesses, promotion at work to those in career, and more boost in every life endeavor. Thank you. Have a fruitful day ahead. Please drop your question, your review, your comments in the comment box. Thank you. I love you. Amara Obidike.